What? Hopefully. Hopefully you just forgot about it. Jumper period.
Damn game. Hello.
Morning, guys.
Morning.
We might have to rerun because without paper. All right, how we holding on?
Hello, YouTube
My
fam.
voice is barely holding on. So let's hope that we get all the scenarios covered. I teach stroke class period. I'm struggling to get through it. All right, so G here, pretty on top for getting. I think when we have you at strokes, is that true? Strokes, is that you guys, bro? We're gonna have to move on without Ace, because I don't know what he's doing. We're waiting on him, but we might have to move. Oh no. Yeah. Oh wait. Who covered who's strokes? I have Matt, Tate. Yeah, who's strokes?
Jaden's in our group too.
Oh, okay. We're good then? We have it? All right, perfect. All right, so you guys rolling start, and then what I did last period is you missed any of the scenarios. Obviously, you don't have to do your own. Okay, so that group is going to be presenting on strokes. You don't have to break a scenario for strokes, but if you missed any of them, you were absent. I don't know, you missed it. I have created a scenario for every one of the ones that are on there. Okay, they're not the same ones that the rest of the class have, but the same medical emergency. So when after stroke is done and after you answer, I will collect your sheets. If you're missing one or two of them, don't hand it in. Just grab one of these, go through, find whatever ones you're missing. Oh, I'm really excited for a second. And just complete that, okay? Then give it to me. When you give it to me, just make sure you have them all done. If you lost your paper, then you got over to do because you're at I have blank ones up here. If you lost it, the blank ones are up. Once you get that done to me, then you're going to get time to relax if you're all caught up. If you're not, well, usually that's a, I didn't get you caught up with it because I wanted to double check. I think progress reports go out next week already.
Found it. Hey guys.
Lots of probably should have done that, those kind of things. Let's go here today. Okay, sorry. better than you spelled your best name. Which is my name. All right, you guys can come on up. We get stroke roll. One of you said it to me.
I did. I turned it in.
Okay, perfect. All right, so now give these folks your attention. Make sure your phones are away. Your attention, and then the scenario will be here at the end. I would say Stroke had the best pictures for the PowerPoint. Everybody did Stroke had really good pictures.
Yeah.
Okay, very good. So we know that a blockage of blood flow to the heart is called a heart attack. Okay, I'll look at that photo back. Not that. A blockage of blood flow to the brain is what these guys are covering, stroke. Very serious. Sadly, the mortality rate for strokes are pretty high. We have seen it starting to drop. I think part of that is because people are now aware of what to look for, and when you're seeing these signs the guys are going to talk about, they're calling 911. They're getting people the help they need. Okay, very good. So, again, just being aware of the risk factors. Not saying that if you have one of those risk factors, you're destined to get a stroke. That's not the case. But statistically showing, we do see it higher in the African American population. We also see it higher in individuals that are smoking, have high blood pressure, diabetes, any of those things. So, as you get older, somebody your age, strokes are not a concern. But as you get older, you want to make sure that you're just monitoring your health. Like if your doctor tells you have high cholesterol, then change diet, exercise, or like kind of in my case, I have high cholesterol, but I eat really well, I exercise. It's more of a genetic thing, so they put me on a medication to kind of keep my cholesterol in check. Right, very good.
Change feet on. Yeah. No, it doesn't even launch with the game.
When someone is having a stroke, every minute counts. Just as putting out a fire quickly can stop it from spreading, treating a stroke quickly can reduce damage to the brain. If you learn how to recognize the telltale signs of a stroke, you can act quickly and save a life, maybe even your own. For both men and women, look for these 5 signs of a stroke, all of which come on suddenly. 1. Numbness or weakness in the face, arm, or leg, especially when felt on just one side of the body. 2. Confusion, including trouble speaking or understanding speech. 3. Trouble seeing from one or both eyes. 4. Trouble walking or problems with balance or dizziness. 5. Headache, especially a severe one that comes on suddenly. The clock begins ticking as soon as you spot the signs of a stroke, because some treatments can only be used if the patient reaches the hospital in the first 3 hours after symptoms appear. So don't wait. Call 911 right away and get the person to a hospital immediately, even if the symptoms go away. If you think someone is having a stroke, remember the word fast. F is for face. Ask the person to smile and check whether one side of their face is drooping. A is for arms. Have the person raise both arms and see if one arm drifts downwards. S is for speech. Ask the person to repeat a short phrase and notice if their words sound slurred. And finally, T is for time. If you spot any of these signs, call 911 right away to get the person to a hospital fast. Strokes are medical emergencies. The sooner a patient gets treatment, the better their chance of a good recovery.
Again, we have seen, I mean, strokes are obviously very serious. We have seen though a lot more people surviving strokes, and I think a lot of that is due to the fact of people are recognizing them and getting them the help that they need. You know, the education you're getting right now, just being being aware of what strokes are, is helpful. In that, grandma's having a stroke, you recognize it, you don't listen to her say, "I'm fine, it's gonna take a nap." You call 911, you get Graham the help she needs. All right, so fellas, nice job. This is their scenario. So go ahead and read the scenario, and then this should complete all of our presentations. Like I said, if you missed the one, all right, obviously yours you don't have to do, but if you missed one, I have a scenario up here for every one of the sudden illnesses that were covered. So you'll just have to get this sheet, answer the scenario on your paper, and put these back up here to class set. And then once you have your scenarios completed, I'll take those today. Nice job, fellas. Nice job, buddy. So now you have to do this.
Did the boys come in?
Testing Nockies tomorrow. All right, so this guys, you guys are kind of on the ball. I just looking around. A lot of you have this stuff done. First period, they don't like it.
Yeah.
Is there anything you need to grade sheet? And I said, our report go out next week. Don't procrastinate. Just take a look to see where things are. Okay.
That's all right. Hi, how are you now?
Brown, said that he talked to Washington today. Knew what's going on there.
He's not here. Jake hasn't been here. So he has like a sub that he's had for a couple of days. So I don't know. And I asked if he was gonna come back. Because he has a sub for a couple of days.
No, you're great.
That's weird. He's not putting in.
Okay, that's fine. You saw your grade. It might be different. Yeah. Everybody else like a grade report, just kind of see where they are. Butler, yours is Thompson, and music. What's going on in music class, Butler?
She don't hear you.
Oh.
American photography. You missing an assignment in photography?
I think the
Go ahead, Ryan.
My turn, my turn.
let me see here. E7.5 in civics. That's a B. Health PE 50. No civics. Chemistry 70.33. That's a C. Photo and digital media 61. That's an E. And shuttle get comp 2. 75.3. That's a C.
See how these suckers work.
Visual Q for 77.5. That's a C. Algebra E 58.23. My average is 72.4, which is a C. What's up, girl? I'm not feeling most of my classes, though.
I'm sure I signed it.
Where you going? Like, tell me what?
Riders trying to pick out a cell.
Dude, go Federal. USA Jobs, baby. My husband works up at Allen with the penitentiary here. There's 3 facilities there, right? Well, you go on USA Jobs, the website, you look, you apply. They need guards. That's a good pay system program, so, you know. He doesn't pick me. He did.
Leah, good. History.
But he's out of here.
Probably yelling at me about my grades. Guys, my YouTube mom. I graduate April.
I think it's impressive, but so
What's up, girl? Hello. How are you? What are you doing today?